Alright, what's up YouTube Rams Country? This is your boy Alex24 here, bringing this Week 9 preview where our Rams travel to chilly Minnesota to take on Teddy Bridgewater and the Minnesota Vikings. So, starting off with the injury report, Chris Long, Robert Quinn, William Hayes, Chase Reynolds, TJ McDonald, and Rob Havenside did not practice today. Today is Thursday, it is not Friday. I'm bringing out my video one day earlier, so just letting you guys know that first. The only man that did practice today and was limited was Trey Mason. So, from the players that I just listed that did not practice today, hopefully they practice tomorrow so they have a chance of playing on Sunday against the Vikings. One guy that we are hopeful to see this game and has missed the last couple of games with the knee injury is Chris Long. So we are really going to need him back this game, since this game has a lot to do with our playoff hopes still being alive. So hopefully he gets to play this game. So around the league, on Info Network, ESPN, all over Twitter, before even the season started and couple weeks already in the season, analysts were already saying that the Vikings and the Rams are very similar teams. They're both on the uprights, coming from pretty tough divisions. Not so much this year. This year's looked pretty sloppy for both divisions, with the Lions and the Bears, along with the Seahawks and the 49ers, both having tough years. But still, coming from tough divisions where their top, pretty much their big brother, the Cardinals and the Packers, stand right above them. So both the Vikings and the Rams playing pretty much little brother. So, but still, they are like almost similar teams. They're like almost like twins, as saying that much. So, still, both of these teams, the Rams and the Vikings, putting more into the similarities, is they're both fighting for that last wild card spot. I mean, Atlanta's right there at 6-2. They just lost to the Buccaneers. I mean, they're still vulnerable, but still, that last spot is pretty much between the Rams and the Vikings as of right now. So, still, saying they're twins, I want to compare both teams. Compare and contrast both teams, sorry. So, under center at quarterback for the Rams, of course, is Nick Foles. Nick Foles hasn't been what us Ram fans haven't expected. He has 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the year. 4 of those picks came against Green Bay a couple weeks ago. That's the way I kind of want to look at it. But still, it is what it is. So, we expected more of a high firepower offense with Nick Foles, but it hasn't been that way. So, same thing can be said with Teddy Bridgewater. His numbers are 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the year. Hasn't been any more better than Nick Foles. Only thing I would do is give the edge to Teddy Bridgewater, only because he's a player that can use his feet. He's able to run outside the pocket and get those few extra yards. He's not that kind of a quarterback. I don't want to get out of control. He's not that kind of quarterback. He's not a Cam Newton, Robert Griffin when he was healthy, Johnny Manziel. He's not a quarterback that's going to choose to run first. He's going to stay in the pocket, go through his reads, and his last resort is going to be to run the ball. He's only done it 21 times, where Cam Newton, I think, he's done it like 50 times this year. But I would still give the edge to Teddy Bridgewater, only for the ability that he can run with the ball. So the position that we want to talk about is running back. Of course, AD having a good year still. Hasn't been mentioned very often around the NFL, but has 140 attempts, 633 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a carry, and has 3 touchdowns. Still having a good season for AP. To where Todd Gurley, our man Todd, has 94 attempts, 575 yards, averaging a little over 6 yards a carry, and has 3 touchdowns. Now, I know you're going to get on me because I'm picking Todd Gurley, giving Todd Gurley the edge. This is just season-wise. Now, I'm not saying career-wise. I mean, if I'm saying career, then obviously AD. I mean, come on. I mean, he's he went over 2,000 yards one season. I mean, that's only been in the last couple of years, but AD's AD. I mean, this year in the last recent games, Todd Gurley's been hot. I mean, like I said, he's a madman running around on the field right now. So that's why I would give it to Todd Gurley. He's hot right now. So I would give the edge to Todd Gurley. So receiving cores. Now, this is a tough one. I mean, I don't like talking about our receiving cores. So, I mean, we have Kenny Brett, Tavon, and I would want to include Jared Cook, to where the Vikings receiving core is Mike Wallace. Stephen Diggs pretty much emerged in the last recent weeks, but he's come up pretty big, and he's making a name for himself. And tight end for them, Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph. I should know that. He's on my team too. So for both teams, I mean, leading receiver for the Rams is obviously Tavon Austin. Has 24 receptions for 285 yards and has 4 touchdowns. He has 7 touchdowns in total. I mean, that's our leading man. The leading man for the Vikings is Mike Wallace, 26 receptions for 292 yards. But that's only receptions. For Stephen Diggs, has 25 receptions for 419 yards. Pretty much putting a big name on himself. 7 days. He came out of pretty much nowhere. coming from pretty much the Charles Johnson injury, he pretty much, hey, that's what you call next man up. He pretty much stepped in and he made a name for himself, and even Mike Wallace said that he's pretty much the Antonio Brown now, alongside with him. I mean, I don't like Mike Wallace too much, only because I've had him on my fantasy team the last couple of years, and he's been the most inconsistent receiver since he's left the Steelers. So, I mean, both receiving cores aren't great, but I would still give the edge to the Minnesota Vikings, only because, I mean, they have a lot of talent and a lot of speed on that receiving. I mean, we're us, we can't even go out there and catch the ball. So, I would give the edge to the Minnesota Vikings in the receiving core. Offensive line, I would give the edge to the Rams. Now, just saying number-wise, we've only let go 11 sacks, to where, I mean, I know defenses do hurry Nick Foles a lot and he gets hit a lot, but showing just the numbers itself, he's only gotten sacked 11 times, to where Teddy Bridgewater has been sacked 20 times. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I watch all the games and I know what goes on during the games. I'm pretty sure that he gets hurt quite a few times and he gets hit quite a few times. So, but see, the thing is, he's able to run. Those numbers don't really show, to where Nick Foles can't run. He just gets hit. I mean, he's able to run. Don't get me wrong, but he's not Teddy Bridgewater running. So that's why I would give still the edge to the Rams offensive line, because they're showing the numbers to where they're not letting him get sacked. I mean, give a little bit more to Nick Foles because he's letting go of the ball. So give the Rams offensive line the edge. For the defense, I just want to do it as a whole, front seven and secondary. Our defense has been, again, phenomenal. It's been phenomenal. Only 12 points the last 2 weeks. That's the only reason I'm giving us the edge. And you know what? We have the numbers. We have 26 sacks on the year to the Vikings, 18 sacks, and we have 5 interceptions to the Vikings, 4 interceptions. I mean, I don't want to make this just a whole number game. I mean, the Vikings still have a really good defense. I mean, 2 guys on that defense, Anthony Barr and Eric Kendricks, having good years. I think Eric Kendricks has 4 sacks, 4 sacks, and then Everson Griffin has 4.5 sacks, to where Robert Quinn, I believe, has 5 sacks, and Aaron Donald has 4.5 sacks. Those are the leading men. I mean, Janoris and Trumaine have 2 sacks each, and then James has 1. But our defense, our front seven has been shut down, just no one getting by them. That's why I would give our defense the edge. It's just, besides Todd Gurley, our defense is hot right now. They're not letting nothing go by them. But this game in Minnesota is going to be, it's going to say a lot about our defense. It's going to be a tough atmosphere to play in, a very, very cold environment to play in. But now that's what I would want to say for both teams. I mean, the Vikings aren't they're not used to playing in the cold. I mean, we're both dome teams. I mean, this is their first year playing in the cold. So, but I would say that they have a little bit more experience in the cold just because of this season. So that's comparing and contrasting both teams. Keys to victory, I would want to say, is the turnover differential. We cannot lose in turnovers. I mean, if we're giving the ball up away in a game that means a lot, we're not going to win this game. Second one would be offense has to convert on third downs. We're not going to win this game if we're going 1 of 13 or 1 of 12 or whatever the hell we went on last week. I mean, if you can't convert on third down, then shit, convert on second down. Next one is even though AD is not being mentioned a lot around the league, it's still AD. He's still Adrian Peterson. So you have your front seven. Our front seven has to do a good job on containing Adrian Peterson. So the turnover differential, offense has to convert on third downs, and with to contain Adrian Peterson. Of course, I see us winning this game. It's going to be a defensive matchup. Whichever defense comes out and plays the hardest, wants it more, is going to win this game. I see us winning this game 16-13 by a field goal. Top performer is Robert Quinn. Bold prediction defense has 2 sacks and 2 picks and 4 sacks. Sorry. But a lot is at stake on this game. I mean, our playoff hopes. I mean, that last 6 spot. If we win this game, we're 5-3. The Minnesota Vikings are 5-3 as well. I mean, we have the tiebreaker. This game's gonna mean a lot. If we lose this game, it's gonna put us in a deeper hole later on into the season. So we really need this game. You don't think the Rams remember last year, week 1, when we got embarrassed at home? We have to have something to come into this game and wanting to win this game. Why not come into their home, embarrass them, and win this game? So for that playoff spot, I mean, not saying embarrass it. I don't think that's going to happen, but I got a little too under myself. But winning that last spot for the wild card, that 6th spot for the playoffs. So this game means a lot to the Rams. So that's my time. We'll see what goes on Sunday. See you guys, I believe, Sunday night or Monday morning. We got that recap video. So let's get that W, guys. Get to 5-3. Go Rams.